All right, my name's Matt, and today we're gonna learn frontside board slides. And it's really windy today, so I hope you guys can hear me. So unfortunately, the DIY parking block ledge behind us is the only thing I got to work with today. But it's long enough, especially when you're learning, when you're a beginner. You won't really need to slide that long. You're probably not gonna slide that long, so this is perfect. I put my board there just for a size comparison. So it's long enough to get a good slide, but not too long. There's a couple other things I could board slide here, like the handrail over there, but it's just way too windy today, so I'm not trying to hit a rock or a stick that just blew in front of the roll up. There's also a rainbow rail that's kind of too high, so I'm not even trying to do it on that, but I might do it on this drop down parking block ledge that we made the other day, so stay tuned till the end of the video. All right, so there's a couple tricks that might help you with this one being an ollie for sure, and then the other one maybe a back 180. I'm not sure, or at least a 90. All right, so before we start trying this on a rail or a parking block ledge like I have, the best place to start learning this trick is on a ledge, like a regular ledge. So we're gonna go to the front of the park and we're gonna practice over there. And I'm gonna walk over there because the wind is blowing in all this stuff, but it's actually kind of dying down now, so I think we're good. All right, we made it. So like I said, the best place to learn a frontside board slide is on this ledge to practice first before you go to a rail or a parking block ledge. And that is because you could put your wheels up on here and you're not going to slide anywhere. You could just practice getting on and getting the motion. So we're going to do that a couple times and then we'll bring it back over to the parking block ledge. All right, so you're just going to ollie and then just try to stop like that. Just try to stall on there. And that's the first step. So let's try that real quick. So you're just gonna hop on, you're gonna stall, and then just jump off. That's the first step to practicing this. So like this, you're gonna hop on and just jump off. Just hop on and jump off. And before we go any further, I wanna mention, like, don't try to wax up the ledge, just do it on a dry ledge. That's probably the best place to try this. All right, next step, when you hop on, you're gonna try to look back in the direction that you're going. Let's try it again. And I forgot to mention, a good way to get out of this is just jumping off and watching out for the board, or just jumping and stepping on the ledge and then jumping off so you don't fall. All right, so I mentioned that you want a dry ledge, not a waxed up ledge, and that's because you're not trying to slide here, you're just trying to get the motion and you're trying to just get on the ledge first and get the feeling of it before we go to the rail or the parking block ledge. So let's give it a couple more tries. All right, so remember, we're gonna look back. Ollie up, look the way that you're gonna slide. In this case, we're staying still, and then just hop off. If you don't feel comfortable with that yet, you could also just go straight at the ledge. You don't have to go at an angle like I am, because you will slide a tiny bit. So if you don't want to slide at all, just go straight in at it like this. All right, so I guess that would be the first step, and then going in at an angle will be the second step, because that's the real motion that you're gonna get doing it on a rail or a parking block ledge. All right, let's head back over to that parking block ledge and give it a try. And again, I'm gonna walk over here because this park is just a mess right now. All right, so now that we're back over here, I forgot to mention foot positioning. So your foot positioning is gonna be basically the same as an ollie, actually exactly the same as an ollie. So you might develop a different foot placement as you get better at this, but for me, I just think of it as the same as an ollie. So, and like I mentioned earlier, there's a couple tricks that you need to know to do this one, and ollie is one that you need to know for sure, unless you're trying to do some kind of like slappy front board. So if you don't know foot placement for an ollie, I would check out a ollie tutorial, but I'll show you real quick anyways. When I set up for ollie, my feet are about like that. All right, so the reason I had you practice looking back on the ledge over there is because that'll keep your feet straight and your board won't shift around while you're sliding. You'll stay straight, and that could be a big problem when you're doing front boards. Because if you do it and then you just look down, I'll face this way so you can see me. If you do it and you just look down at the ledge, there's going to be two problems. You're not going to know where the end of the ledge is. You'll probably know just by the memory of seeing it before you go. But also, if you try to look back while you're sliding, you're going to turn this part of your body, and then your feet have no friction anymore because you're sliding on wax. So the rest of your body is going to start turning slowly. So if you start off on the ledge and you get on and you're already looking back, the only thing you have to do is just turn your feet and you're ready to get off, and that's not going to shift your body. I hope that made sense. When you get on the ledge, you want to be already wound up, so that way when you get to the end of the ledge or the rail, you just have to unwind. Whereas if you ollie up and you're looking down and you have to wind up by looking back to see where you're going to come off, and then you unwind, you're going to start twisting on the rail and you're going to get all crooked. So that's why you do that. I hope that made sense. And this is only going to be for longer ledges and rails, so you're not going to see it on this one. I can't really show you an example because it's not a long enough slide. But anyways, now all you have to do is learn how to do the sliding, since we practice it on the ledge standing still. And you can even practice it on this thing or a rail, just going really slow and maybe sliding like an inch or trying not to slide at all. So let's practice getting on and sliding. So I'll do a few more examples and then maybe I'll get some variations. All right, that one took me a little bit. All right, I probably look like crap right now because that one took me a little while. For some reason, just that little drop down makes it really hard, but we got it. So thank you for watching. I hope this tutorial helped you out, and hopefully you got front boards pretty soon. But if you want to land it to fakie, the best way I would say to do it is just to do the opposite of what I said. So like I said, to come out regular, you have to look back, look in the direction that you're sliding. When you want to come out to fakie, I usually just like look down at the ledge, and then you just come out that way naturally. You just got to turn the opposite way, and most likely you'll probably land that one first because I think it's a little easier. So hopefully this tutorial helped you out. I hope you can get front boards to fakie or to regular. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.